Okay, YouTube, so I'm going to review these boots. It's not going to be in depth, but I will do an update after 3 or 6 months, or maybe 3 and 6 months in a year. But these are La Sportiva Ridgeline boots, and they say that they're, I just got them, so I haven't seen them yet, but this is the boot. And says they're made in Italy, because I've heard La Sportivas make some of their injection molded boots in China now, which is not good. There you go. I bought these on sale from REI for $269, but they didn't have a lot of pairs. This is the boot. This is a Fire and Ice sole that is, the boot's designed for mountaineering or work in the mountains, and it's a half shank boot. No, wait, I'm gonna have to look into that and get back. I'll make sure that that's what it is. It might be 3/4. I believe it's fiberglass, but this is what they look like when they come. I've had this is a Ridgeline, and I had the other older version of the Ridgeline, and it was the best boot I ever had at the time. I was younger. This was like 15 years ago, and just literally wore out the leather because I didn't take care of it, and I spilled lye on it and things like that, and it cracked up here. Eventually the soles were worn out too, but they got tossed instead of redoing the boots because I'd personally ruined, it was my fault, I ruined the leather. But this is Perwanger leather that is treated, it's a rough out leather, and it's 3 to 3.5 millimeters thick, so it's very thick for a hiking boot. It's pretty firm, and there's not a lot of flex to these boots. You know, they're they do have a notch for a semi-automatic crampon. There's nothing on the front, as you can see. So you can use them for mountaineering, but they are not waterproof. They say that this resists water. The Perwanger leather, you can look it up online. It's Italian leather, but you can also use water-based or silicone-based sealants on it. And so I got a silicone spray that I found on Amazon and Walmart for, big cans of it for about $8 a can. So it ended up being probably 9 or 10, or about $12 after shipping. But you can use that on these. They say not to use any oils or other types of conditioners on this particular boot. But this boot hasn't been reviewed at all on YouTube, and there's no reviews online either at this time. It's August of 2024. But you can see how the boot is lined here. Not sure if you can see in there or not, but let's see if the camera can adjust to, there's a little bit. And I don't remember. They say there's it's got a liner throughout, and it's supposed to help your foot breathe. And this is the footbed on this is not a Munson. It's a narrower footbed, and I forgot the number of the footbed, but they're better for hiking boots because it traps your toe a little bit. And the pair I had before fit me really, really well. But if you really like the roomy, more Munson style footbed, you might want to look at Scarpa because they use a wider toe box on their boots. And they're a little more expensive than La Sportiva, but they make some really nice boots. And they're probably similar quality, but La Sportiva is pretty much the gold standard. I mean, some people would probably say Scarpas are better, but it's really hard to tell based on. And I'm probably not going to use these for like super serious work, and it's more of I just don't want to replace the boot. I want it to last for 10 years or longer. And I'm going to use it for light hikes to heavy hikes, probably 10, 15 mile hikes, not so much, where I'm going out and just crushing the boot and carrying a super heavy pack. But I may do some of that. we'll see. But that's it. There's your little thing, which you might be able to, there's the Perwanger leather, there's the little tag for it. Not sure what else to say about these, other than that this sole is good for, it resists up to about 486 degrees or something. So you can wear it for fire cleanup and things like that. Normally with like smoke jumper boots, they are stitched on the sole so that they don't delaminate. They use a high heat glue on this one so that it will withstand like 215 degrees or something Fahrenheit. But if you were like walking through super hot, red hot members, this probably would delaminate. And it isn't approved for that use. It's approved for cleanup for fires, but not for the, currently at least, approved for active firefighting. But these are, really great boots. They're just super high quality for a hiking boot. It's as if you're like I am, you've probably looked for high quality hiking boots forever, and there's just not many brands that make a super high quality hiking boot. And of course they're not cheap, but good shoes last 5 times as long as bad shoes or longer, so it's worth it because you won't have to buy new shoes for that category for five years or longer unless you walk. I walk about 5 miles a day, but I won't wear these when I'm just walking on concrete. I'm just wearing them out for no reason. But I do like to walk off trail and off pavement. And where I live, there's a lot of rattlesnakes too, so these can probably take a rattlesnake hit pretty well. Just saw a baby one the other day. But yeah, these are a really good choice for that, especially if you can get them on sale. And I'm not sure what else to say, but I'll put this on pause, and if I think of anything else, I'll be back.